What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily horoscope for October 16th, 2020. It is a new moon on this Friday, and I am Brian, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Woo! Are you guys ready for this new moon? It's one of the biggest intense energies I think I've ever seen, with so many planets close together, T-squaring in cardinal signs. Venus and Jupiter both in fall position, the sun in fall. This is major changes, major initiation of where we want to go in life. Have that new moon at 23:53. It is in almost exact opposition to Eris at 24. That's 7 minutes. It's nothing. Literally is an exact orb. This is a big test to see if we can find harmony in our life without a bunch of stress and discord and war. I think there's going to be a lot of polarity. I think there's going to be a lot of extremes between people, and we have to be able to find some sort of balance and some sort of common ground. This new moon feels more or less like a 6-month cycle that's beginning, or even longer than it does just a 1 month lunar cycle, if you will, or like a normal new moon would. But this is dealing with a lot of people. This is dealing with ourselves and where we want to go within our own identity, with the people that we want to align with, to find harmony with, to move forward with, to merge with. And we have Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in the middle of this T-square. I mean, it's literally hitting every one of those planets. Jupiter's the biggest planet. Like, you can give 10 degrees to Jupiter any day. It's huge. And at fall in Capricorn, and Venus is at fall in Virgo, and Venus is going to be opposing Neptune. So I think that there can be a big power shift that's trying to be played on us from something that we can't see. And we have to be able to look through the illusion, look through the curtain, look through the veil, to see the purity within ourselves, and to see that beauty, and to make sure that the people we align ourselves with are of pure nature, and there is that humility between the people in our lives, because we have to be vulnerable with ourselves right now, with what we truly want, and we have to make sure that we're willing to accept other people's vulnerabilities, or it's just going to be hard. And Mars squaring Jupiter can feel like bad luck coming off Pluto. I mean, this is a heavy transit, but it's like you have to be willing to accept the door that God's trying to open for you, and not just beat your head up against the door that won't open because you want it. I want it. You have to listen, and you have to pay close attention to what doors are opening in your life. And there's very spiritual doors opening. We still have the sextile from from Jupiter to Neptune, and that's still in play. We do have Venus is going to start trining over to Jupiter. So it's like both in fall position, but that just means that we have to maybe dig a little deeper for the gift that we want, and for the beauty, and to make something expand in a beautiful place. And it might just seem like something small right now. But it's like, what do you do with that small little seed? Do you water it and make it grow into something amazing? And then harvest it later with this Venus in Virgo? I think we're planting seeds right now for where we want to go in a big way, and we're going to have to be tested on if we can nurture ourselves and nurture that plant into something amazing without, giving up on it. I think there's a major shift point here of where we want to go, and Cancer, of course, is the opposite of all this. T-square energy, and that is the emotional security that we need in life within ourselves. And what movie do we want to play internally inside ourselves? And we got to make the decision to choose the one that's divine and set on our path, that's connected to something bigger, or if we're going to choose a path of literal like war and just disharmony and being upset and being controlled. And I think that this is a big new moon that, is asking you to find your absolute truth in the biggest way possible, and to make life about that truth and that connection to something bigger. Or you could be really put under a spell of just being some goddess in the fields working her life away, which doesn't sound like fun. I'm not saying that work stops, but why not work for something that's aligned with your true destiny and not just what you think you have to do? I think there's a lot going on here about you don't have to do anything that doesn't feel right to you. I don't think that exists anymore. That's a choice on your behalf. If you want to keep doing something that you don't want to do because you think you have to, because somebody in your life thinks that you need to be that way, or because some boss thinks you need to do it that way, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do anymore. As long as it's aligned with a higher purpose, then Source is going to guide you to exactly what you need at the right time. But you have to be very secure in your identity and very secure with the connections you want to create and move forward with and create something amazing in life. But this is that time. This is that new moon to do it. And this is, it's wild. Remember, the sun's at fall. Venus is at fall. Jupiter is at fall. Mercury is not looking so hot. Retrograde, opposing Uranus. And it's funny, too, with this Mercury retrograde opposing Uranus. Yesterday, Twitter was really weird, and I saw a lot of censoring going on, and YouTube was deleting a lot of accounts. There was a lot of censorship going on, and it's almost like some dark, even scorpionic force is trying to silence the people. Did you think about that? And then we all just want to, Mercury retrograde, Twitter stop working. Oppose Uranus, the people. I think this Mercury retrograde in Scorpio is also trying to have us uncover some fucking bullshit. We need to be smart and put on that detective hat and see what is really true and what makes sense and what's real. And I don't think we can, fall for the media in Neptune trying to tell us what is beautiful in life and what we need to feel comfortable. I think we have to find what feels amazing and comfortable within ourselves. So I think we have to uncover a lot of stuff right now. And it's about you stepping into your truth, your identity, and what you want to build. And that's everything right now. And the people that you align with that let you do that is everything. And we have to step into that power. That's the ultimate power, is the full control of yourself by loving yourself and being confident in yourself. And, not needing some external anything to supply you with your own desires, because you have your own desires met within yourself. There's one other thing I do want to show, so I'm going to delete the ink. Go back to that. So there are a couple yods, and I wouldn't say they're major, but you know what? We're going to roll with them. So we have Jupiter and Pluto here, and we have White Moon Selena or White Moon Lilith up here, and they are both making the quincunx to that North Node in Gemini. So this is like the greatest spiritual transformation you could ever make within the structure of your life, deep within you, to step into the environment that you want to create, where everything is bringing you that reflection of the inside of you and giving you that twin-like vibe. And it's by stepping into your divine power and stepping into the God within you, because we all are but a piece of Source. We have to remember that. We don't have to look very far for Source. Source is with you at every moment, ever. And to create this environment that we actually want within our own life. And, it's very narrow in Gemini. It's very this is a pen, like, what do we want? What do you want on your desk? Like, like I got cards and a couple things. Like, what do you want on your desk of life? And that's important to make sure that vibe is right and it's connected with a higher power, a higher source with you. And I think there's something amazing there. And then we have another yod with Mars, sextile the North Node, again, to White Moon Selena, which is this divine path. It's this divine light in Scorpio. So it's this deep desire to merge with spirit that I think many of us are going through right now. And it's by taking action to create the twin vibe or even the twin flame within us. and in the environment that we have, probably a bad use of that term, but still to merge with something much deeper that is just not surface level of anything, but it is that deep connection to source, and to trust that connection no matter what life throws at you. Because I got to be honest, things just feel heavy coming into Scorpio season, and with this new moon, it just feels like anything at any moment with Mercury retrograde opposed Uranus can pop off, and we got to be ready to see through the illusion of whatever it is that's trying to come at us. Because I got to be honest with you, it doesn't feel like it's going to be that real. I think it's going to be a show. I think it's going to be a smokescreen, and it might feel like it's real, but that's where we have to, put that detective hat on, with Pluto getting T-squared and with Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Like, we got to go deep undercover and figure out what is actually going on so that we can transform from within and grab that power and see the truth and speak the truth and really step into what we desire and what we value within ourselves and our environment. Look, it's a lot. I don't know any other way to put the message out there. This isn't just like your regular new moon, And it just feels really heavy. And I got these feelings yesterday of just an immense heaviness that seems like it's about to come over the collective. And, you look at the astrology and this is the intense. Yeah, I don't know any other word to describe it either. It's crazy. And I feel like people are going to feel like there's just chaos. And there doesn't have to be. If you're able to balance the polarities and find your own harmony and your own truth within yourself, and be comfortable in yourself, take care of yourself, have that ultimate confidence that you are worth it because you are a piece of divine source incarnated in this body, in this reality, in this time that we chose to be here for a reason. What's the card for the day? The Empress reversed. If we're not willing to nurture ourselves and literally take care of ourselves and know that we have everything we need within ourselves, who knows what physical things could be pulled out with a lot of these aspects in life. Like, we have to be willing to start things fresh, and we have to be willing to find that confidence and nurturing ability in ourselves to just go and, almost like be our own mother and I hate that came up reversed. I don't hate it. I shouldn't use the word hate, but I mean, it would have been nice if it was upright, right? We need to turn that card upright in our lives. We need to nurture ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to, that projection in itself, if you have ultimate love for yourself, you're going to love everything in creation because you know that it's all connected. And the more we can figure out that we're actually all connected in the most purest of ways, the less you're going to be so judgy, and the less other people are going to be so judgy and want to just tear people down and take away their own nurturing ability. I don't know, guys. I will say that I have all the respect and love in the world for you all. And I wish you my best. And I hope that we step into the best life possible, no matter what comes. And maybe nothing comes. Maybe. But if things do manifest, that light is within you. And that light is the door to something amazing and something beautiful. And we got to make sure that we're not blocking ourselves by keeping negative energy around us. And I think we'll all be good. I love you all very much. Sending you my best. I'll see you for the weekend report tomorrow. Peace.